Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RevHang. We're alive. It's still happening.
Yes.
We missed a couple episodes. We did record one of those episodes, but that will be a lost episode.
We were hot and sweaty and miserable and busy and
Yeah.
well, when are we not busy? But
Well,
at least we're less hot, sweaty, and miserable right now.
I got married. Ben hosted many parties.
Yeah, parties. I hosted a wedding reception and a baby shower.
What are they if not parties?
Okay.
It is warm outside, so we have the AC going. I will try to EQ that in editing, but no promises. I don't do this
make it
for
louder.
Huh?
Editor, make the AC louder.
I could also do that.
That'd be funny.
Regardless, we are back. It's been probably since the last episode, at least 6 weeks, and we're gonna cut it off. We're not gonna release the last episode probably until the end of the season as a bonus something. I don't know.
Yes.
And we're just gonna go like it's a normal episode.
Business as usual.
So, no catch up really. We're gonna do some catch up, but nothing extensive. But welcome back. We're happy to be back and hopefully back in the swing of things. All right. So let's start with IndyCar. Felix Rosenqvist won the Indy 500, as we discussed in the last episode.
Yep.
Palou won the Detroit GP, and Newgarden won in St. Louis.
Crazy how you just miss 3 races if you're out for too long.
Yeah. Yep. I think also Lundgaard won the Indy GP, was discussed in the last episode.
Wow, we didn't even talk. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while
It
since
has
they've
been
seen
a while,
us.
yeah.
It's been a while since they've seen us.
But there's been some exciting ones. Notice how in those 4 races, Palou's only on there once.
Yes, Palou has only won one of the last 4
Has
races.
he fallen off?
Actually, wild.
No, he's actually still in the
End
lead.
of his career, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Palou's doing just fine. His fuel pump might need some help, but after running out of gas in St. Louis. All right, well, we're not going to go over IndyCar that much because that's all that you really need to know. Palou's still massively ahead in the championship, and nothing's really going to change that. So, we'll talk about our predictions for IndyCar, but until then...
Newgarden did finally win a race, though.
Newgarden did finally win a race, and surprised it was in an oval.
I know, yeah.
But at least he won a race. He had a good, solid outing.
You gotta take what you can get.
Yeah, as a Newgarden fan. I feel like I cursed him. I made one non-podcast video on the RevHang channel, and ever since that video, his career has fallen off a cliff.
Honda saw it.
Yeah.
Sent their people after him.
Exactly. All right, Ben, what do you got for us outside of racing?
We got some car news. This is very outside of racing, but my first little thing that I was excited about is the new Silverado. Not necessarily because I'm in the market for a Silverado. I think the new one, if you look at the interior, it has too many screens. I really like my 2016 Ram, which has the most basic of touchscreens in the middle, and everything else is still buttons, which is very nice. I'm not a huge fan of Android Automotive either. Most people, I mean, it works fine, but I don't know, I kind of like having my phone on the screen if it's going to be an Android on the screen anyways. But the most exciting thing for me is it is releasing as the bed for Chevy's 2 new small block V8s, the 5.7 and 6.6. Welcome back, the Chevrolet 350. Which is very exciting. It's kind of cool to see. We've talked about it before, I think, that Chevy continues to invest in the small block V8 platform rather than jump ship to a turbo V6 or something like that. And obviously they still have the Turbo Max 2.7, which actually is not bad. It's essentially like a gas turbo 4-cylinder built like a diesel.
Yeah. And
the 3-liter Duramax still carries over, thank goodness. That's probably the coolest engine, but I'm very excited to see the specs on the new 5.7 and 6.6 because the Corvette is also getting the 6.6 for the Grand Sport, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Next up, we have a new BMW concept that was released at the 24 Hours Le Mans. It is the BMW... It's got a weird name. It's the Concept M Neue Klasse. Neue Klasse. Sorry, my German friends.
As the resident German, it's the new one.
Yeah.
It's the new class.
BMW has constantly kind of been in this rut of trying to figure out what their next gen car is going to look like, because their old design language of those kidney grills and the Hofmeister kink and all that is so iconic, but it's also like, how do you move away from that while still like keeping some of your styling heritage? Because as a German luxury sports car mark, you kind of have to keep some of that heritage.
Oh yeah.
So I've been really interested in how they're going to do it, and I actually don't mind how this concept looks.
I don't like that tail end.
He doesn't like the tail end. That's fair.
Not a fan of that.
Would it help if there's a big license plate bracket somewhere on here? Maybe blocking the diffuser, perhaps?
No,
because it's going to be there.
Plate, like right there.
Right where?
Right there.
Here? On the deck lid?
In Europe, they would, because they have the really thin.
Oh,
ones.
the really thin ones, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to fit a U.S. license plate.
No, you're gonna have to put that in the back window.
The back window or the diffuser, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it is the showcase for the new design language that BMW is leaning towards for their electric M cars, specifically the M3, that it seems like this will be a somewhat direct lineage to. I actually don't mind how it looks. I think the front end especially could look too busy, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think it's got a pretty cohesive design language throughout the car, actually. It kind of reminds me more of what the M2 looks like right now.
Yeah.
A little squatter with the really short deck lid proportions. I doubt the production car will be this short.
Yeah,
They'll probably add some inches, because obviously you want to fit your friends in your M3 electric car.
Right.
But I actually really like the proportions like this. It's kind of squat. Hopefully it kind of turns out like this. It actually looks pretty close to production. It's even got the full-size wing mirrors and all that. So hopefully it looks pretty similar to this.
Yeah. I like how the front looks for sure.
Yeah, and the interior is very cool.
Yeah.
I like the bucket seats.
The bucket seats with the racing harnesses, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Interior is good too, which is BMW. The interior is always good.
Yeah. It's got a cool like heads-up display-ish, like heads-up display position for like the dash that kind of stretches out alongside, which is cool. It's not just all on the center screen, although it does have the traditional big center screen that every car has now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And then a couple more, still EV news, because that's still what's happening in the world. But this is kind of opposite of that. Porsche has apparently promised to not make the 911 in EV. This is coming from the Porsche CEO. So as long as this current Porsche CEO is there, is what I read.
Yeah.
The 911 won't be an EV.
Off the board in the next board meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're making a 911. They have to.
It is worth saying
happen.
that the 718, which used to be the Cayman and the Boxster twins, was going to be an electric only, but they've walked that back. They're not making electric only Cayman and Boxster anymore.
I will say it seems as though a lot of car companies are slowing their roll when it comes to electrification.
Oh, absolutely. They're taking impairments on a lot of this stuff.
It's still inevitable.
Yeah.
At the very least, as an option, there's going to be an electric 911 at some point.
Yeah. They might not call it the 911, but they might build it off the 911 platform or something like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm okay with that as long as we get options.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't think they're going to get rid of... When I say... when I'm like... I seem so vehemently against this, which I kind of am. But at the same time, I don't think they're going to ever get rid of the gas one. You're not going to get rid of your flat turbo 6.
Oh, they did get rid of the naturally aspirated flat 6.
Yeah.
So.
Well. Yeah, they're not going to get rid of a gas-powered 911.
Yeah.
That would be the end of Porsche. But I could very easily see a electric one like the Taycan. I'm sure they're going to make.
I mean, they're only making the Taycan for a while. The
Yeah.
Macan. Actually, they killed off the Macan, didn't they?
I think so.
And now it's just the Cayenne.
Yeah.
And the Cayenne has an EV variant.
Well, yeah.
And honestly,
I'm sure
I feel
the
like
Panamera is going to go EV before the.
it's already
911
plug-in
does.
hybrid, yeah.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
I saw
And
a Panamera the other day.
they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
I
would never own one.
I think in terms of luxury sports car marks too, Porsche has like the Cayenne and the Panamera and the Taycan to take the brunt of needing to be electric.
Yeah.
So they can shield the 911 and the 718 to a degree.
Yeah.
Whereas I was thinking about this with like Lotus. Like Lotus didn't have like a volume thing that could be like, oh, and now there's an electric thing. Like,
Yeah, they don't have the structure for that.
yeah,
So Lotus is an unfortunate story from like ever since the Elise.
Hey, they're still making the Amira.
Yeah.
I will never be able to afford one, but they do make it.
I just love that Kimi Räikkönen single-handedly almost bankrupted the company.
Somehow that has a direct line to where they're at now.
It actually does. It's pretty insane.
And then last but not least, this is kind of tangentially car news, but the Donut Labs solid-state battery that everyone's uncle has been sharing on Facebook as what will change the electric landscape forever for not just cars, but motorcycles, phones, anything. Obviously, it's not actually a solid-state battery.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Yeah. They had a big release at CES, I believe, where they released, this theoretical solid-state battery that had literally no downsides. And they said they did all internal verification and testing. And then the moment they sent it out to a lab, it turns out that it was just a decently high-performing lithium battery. Zeroth on YouTube actually has a really good breakdown of the whole thing. It's like there's 3 different companies wrapped up into it. And Donut Labs isn't even the one who really makes the battery.
Of course
They're just the ones who marketed it.
Yeah.
So there's multiple companies to blame here, and it's crazy. Especially since there are solid-state batteries out there in the world. Dodge has actually started testing solid-state batteries in some of their vehicles as of this week. I think they were spotted. So they're happening. It's just not the Donut Labs zero downside batteries that everybody got a whole lot of publicity into.
I think that technology's still a ways out.
Yeah.
From being practical and usable. But yeah.
Don't believe everything you see online.
No.
Or in person even, I guess.
If you've gotten to the RevHang podcast without realizing this about the internet by now. How many times have we said that, Mid-Ohio is an oval? At least twice.
At least twice,
At least twice.
Or that St. Louis was a street course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about for sure. But with all that being said, let's move on.
Speaking of things that we know lots about.
Yeah, we actually probably know a lot more about Formula 1 than IndyCar, to be fair. Let's move on to F1. And I'd say that now I don't know what the race was called. I think it was the Catalunya GP.
I
think the Spanish GP is the one in Madrid.
Barcelona GP name. It is the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix.
Yeah, it was close.
One of the shorter names.
Yeah. Could have been a lot longer.
It could have been a lot worse, yeah.
We're not racing at Imola this year, so...
Which is so weird to think about.
Yeah. Let's talk about qualifying real quick. Russell was on pole. Hamilton was second. Antonelli was third. And you had the McLarens right behind them. Moving into the race, Russell led the first half of the race with Antonelli in tow. Not really challenging too much, but definitely still in the ballpark. A perfectly timed virtual safety car gave Hamilton a free pit stop, put him on the better strategy, and vaulted him to the front all in one fell swoop. Antonelli passed Russell for P2 near the end of the race before he eventually broke down and tragically lost a good chunk of his lead in the championship. Tragically for him.
Yeah.
Listen, I would love Antonelli to win the championship. That'd be super cool. Youngest world champion, all those things. If Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari came back and won a championship this year, it
would be historic.
It would be insane. Yep. So,
not even any records to be broken. How long has it been since Ferrari won a world championship? 2008?
2007, Raikkonen won.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been since 2005, I think, for the constructors. No, because Renault won that. So 2004 was Schumacher's last title and their last constructors. Yeah.
They might be due.
I think they would break a record probably for the longest gap between championships of any constructor.
What about Williams?
Williams hasn't won a championship since the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah. and
Oh, gap between winning.
between their yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah,
they'd
that
have
makes
to,
sense.
No, not the longest since then, because that would go to probably McLaren. No, McLaren also won in the 90s and in 2000 they won, I think, with Mika Hakkinen. So, regardless, yeah, it probably would be Williams, but between two championships, I mean, well, in that case, no, McLaren would still probably hold it then.
Didn't McLaren win constructors like
Last year. Yeah. And
Oh,
then they
you're
won
saying-
in
I
like
see.
2000. Yeah, so they would still hold it. So this wouldn't even break a record then.
Huh.
That's
Crazy.
wild. Anyway, regardless, we're off
It
track.
feels like it would be really important though.
It would be extremely important, yes. Lewis Hamilton won the race, followed by Russell and Norris on the podium. Fourth and fifth were Verstappen and Piastri. 6 through 10 were Hadjar, Gasly, Lawson, Lindblad, and Colapinto. scoring a
Pinto
point.
in top 10. Wow.
My boy scored a point. We had a bunch of DNFs: Leclerc, Antonelli, Behrman, Albon, Alonso, Hulkenberg, Bottas, and Stroll.
Hungry moment.
Did you see how Hulkenberg's
Yeah, he got shot.
Hulkenberg was right behind Liam Lawson when Lawson hit a piece of gravel and shot it at Hulkenberg's car, and it hit the kill switch on the exterior of the car, and that was just a DNF for him.
It shot through the nose cone
Yeah.
to hit the kill switch on the inside of the nose cone.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's impressive.
So, yes, Antonelli did not finish the race. Very good for entertainment value, I guess.
Yeah.
He's still, what is that, 41 points ahead of Hamilton in P2, so he's got a buffer still.
Yeah, at least he finally gave Russell a chance, even though Russell really tried.
Yeah, he really tried. Hamilton has looked very good the last few races.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. He
He's
really snuck up.
He's looking like he's kind of got some of his mojo back. Whether there's any correlation with his love life is to be seen.
Not the question for me, I think.
Yeah, probably not.
Not the person to ask.
Yeah, Emily would probably be.
Yeah,
more into
you
that.
got the wrong Bagley.
Yeah. So. But yeah, his form has been good. A lot better than Leclerc's, who's not been good recently.
In
He's
shambles.
crashed in like 3 of the last 4 weekends.
It's Clover.
It's Clover. Keeps DNFing. Not great. He is still on 4th in the championship, but he is the much better part of 100 points behind Antonelli now.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, Antonelli now has a 41-point lead in the championship over Lewis Hamilton, and is 50 points ahead of George Russell.
So he's still got a pretty good margin.
He's got quite the margin. Another DNF though, and things get a little spicy. And there's still a lot of races left in the championship.
So many races left in the championship.
So, yeah, we're not even halfway through yet. What was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah,
There's
7 out of 24, I think. I think it's 24.
No, because we skipped 2. Because
Oh, we did. So it'd be 22
of
then.
the
Because of the thing.
the war.
The war. That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening over there.
We will probably
So 22 races.
by November. Yeah, Qatar is probably still on, and Abu Dhabi as well. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
7 out of at least 20.
Things could always get worse.
Things
Nathan.
could get worse. If oil prices are anything to go by, they're getting better for now.
Barely.
Oil's down to like under $80 a barrel.
Yeah, but are diesel prices getting any better?
Okay,
I don't
well,
think
they've
so.
only dropped $15 per barrel in the last 2 days, Ben. So let's give it some time.
Talk to me when
Gotta
I
let the
when
gas
I can-
companies make their money, because they're struggling.
Yeah, talk to me when I can go to one of those pumps that limits debit purchases at 125, and I can
Yeah.
still fill up the tank on my half-ton truck. It's not even a 3/4 ton truck. It's just a half-ton truck.
Yeah,
26-gallon tank. I can't fill it unless I enter my debit card twice
that's wild.
at some pumps because it'll limit out at $125.
I know which pumps you're talking about because
Yeah.
it was just recently implemented, right?
Some of them, and some of them have just been like that, but it's never been an issue for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually I squeak in under like $80.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
No, my wife saw that and she's like, "Who's buying $125 worth of fuel?" And I just look at her and I'm like, "We drive small compact cars.
Yeah.
We do not drive trucks, darling." Yeah.
That being said, driving the Clarity has been very nice. I do like Android Auto. It's
Yeah.
it's
you
pretty
just said
neat.
you didn't like Android Auto.
I don't like Android Automotive, which
What's
is
the difference? Because I've never heard of this Android Automotive that you speak.
okay. So you know how GM's not doing Apple CarPlay, Android Auto anymore in their
Yeah.
vehicles, and how a lot of automakers are moving to Android native operating systems for their cars.
Generally, yeah.
That's Android Automotive.
I see.
It is Android built into the car. That is
Oh.
kind of like Android Auto,
But it's not. It's not
more
just
like
your
your
phone.
car is the phone.
Oh, yeah, I
like
don't
your
like
car
that.
has the apps and all that, and you sign into the apps through the car. You sign into your Google Play services or whatever account you make to do that through the car and not through your
Okay.
phone.
I did. What was the car I just watched a review on the other day that had?
Most
that?
GM products have had it since like 2021, 2022.
Is Toyota doing that?
Toyota's not doing that.
No. Okay. I did just watch a Camry review the other day, but it must not have been that.
Why are you watching a Camry review? I mean, I also watch the reviews on just every car, but
yeah. I
any particular reason or
listen. The Integra is really cool, and I want one.
why is the Camry your option?
It's-
Honda makes an Accord hybrid,
I know, but the
and it's really good.
I know. I'd probably end up in Accord, but I like to shop all the competition.
That's fair. No, it's good to not be
Compare and
close-minded.
contrast. Yeah. So, but I'm always been a Honda boy, and so
Yeah, me
I will
too.
probably end up in an Integra. I think it's just me having the battle in my mind of manual versus automatic now.
Yeah,
And so it's really not the Camry that's in the running, it's the Accord versus the Civic Hybrid.
right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It'd be a lot simpler if Honda still offered the 2-liter turbo on the Honda Accord, wouldn't it?
It would. It would be really, it'd be
The
way
detuned-
simpler
The
if they still
detuned
had
Type
a,
R turbo.
you know what would make it even simpler, Ben?
If they still
If they
had
still
the,
had the Accord
the
V6.
V6 manual
yes.
coupe.
Yes, oh my goodness.
America's last great muscle car. Don't at me.
You're not wrong. But yeah.
Where were we?
I don't know. We were talking about F1 briefly. Standings. We talked about standings. That's kind of where they're at.
How did we get to that?
Let's see. George Russell, Leclerc. We talked about. We were talking about 7 out of 20. We were talking about the Middle East races, and then we started talking about oil prices.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
It doesn't take much.
It does not. We're very focused here. Constructors Championship. Mercedes is still well clear of Ferrari, and McLaren is, pretty far back too.
50 points separate fourth and third and second and third.
Yeah.
So that's
Bro, Red
it
Bull,
seems like we're pretty strided right now.
Red Bull is not that far ahead of Alpine. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, 32 points.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, like Alpine's not going to catch up.
This is true.
Like mathematically, yeah, they're kind of close, but realistically,
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notable. Aston Martin does have a point after Fernando Alonso scored a point in Monaco.
finally,
Finally.
which Monaco's race that happened. It didn't happen during the Indy.
We have not acknowledged
Fine.
Monaco this entire episode yet.
It's fine. Apparently, a celebrity was there, someone pretty famous.
There were a bunch
Allegedly.
of people there.
Yeah.
It happened.
What
It
else
was a
happened?
thing.
Who won that?
Antonelli.
Antonelli.
Antonelli won. Everybody and
Oh yeah,
their
because that was
dogs
his fifth
got.
in a row, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tied Hamilton's record in his second year in the sport. So cool for Antonelli. He won that race. Everybody and their mother and their dogs got pit lane speed penalties.
Oh yeah. And then, Gasly got his
Gasly
instated, and his podium got taken away, and then a
And then
week later,
reinstated
and
And-
shunted Piastri
and yeah, it was Hadjar.
or Hadjar.
Yeah, so now so Red Bull and McLaren are now protesting the overturning of the results
Which
because
makes sense, because if you're going to overturn it for one person,
yeah, because they didn't overturn it for everybody else. But the difference is everybody else served their penalties, and so they would
During
have
the
to
race.
they would have to like go back and then add 20 seconds to their race time, which you can't really do, because that's not really a fair way to do it either.
Oh, the FIA.
Can we just talk for a second on that point?
Oh, we're talking for a second on that point.
I watched a little bit of the 24 Hours of Le Mans this week.
Right,
and
right. Congratulations, Toyota.
Yes, indeed. Nick DeVries actually making a career comeback, maybe. Let's go. I watched some of that race, and 2 different times there was an investigation for a possible penalty for a driver, and then the result of that investigation was given less than 30 seconds later. Can we just, like, what?
Mind you, this is a race that goes for 24 hours.
Yes. What?
But
Why
they-
can't...
And there's how many different classes that race on the same track?
4?
Yeah. So it's a 24-hour race with 4 different types of cars on the same track.
And
All
they get-
manner of things going on.
They get penalties assigned within 30 seconds. It's not, and it's also an FIA sport. So, like, what is going on? Is it just Formula One? Why is this so difficult? Ben, you've set me off. It's not that hard.
You've made me quite angry.
Can people make decisions? They're so gun shy after 2021 about making instantaneous decisions that, like, it's just ruining everything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's kind of like basketball. It's become a penalty sport.
It really has.
Am I allowed to say that about basketball? I went to a couple of college basketball games
You're
the
qualified.
past year, so I'm qualified. And that's like one of my big takeaways from watching was like, wow, they really like play penalties.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's very
No, it's
like
part of the strategy of the game.
big penalty
Yeah.
game. Football's becoming kind of like that too, I feel like.
College
football.
to a degree. College football to a degree. Yes, it also depends on what division you're in. I'd
You're
say
watching an Oregon Ducks football game.
Big Ten for sure. Penalties play
Yeah.
play a factor. SEC is less so.
Oh, okay.
ACC probably has the best officiating, I think, of all of the conferences.
Huh, must be nice.
Yeah,
I think Big Ten
let's
has
go
the worst.
Florida State versus Clemson. That'll be a great game. Probably not this year actually, but how about Duke winning the ACC last year? Anyway, sorry, that's another podcast.
I'm
for
not
another
sports
time.
pilled enough for that. Sorry.
I'm the football guy.
Football is the thing that I watch every once in a while. I'm like, shit, I do remember what the rules of this game are. That's crazy.
Yeah, I won my college fantasy football league last year. So
What?
I'm a little more. I was watching 12 games every Saturday. I had the multi-view up 4 games on my
And Fia
TV
still
at the same
married
time.
you.
I know.
What a
it's
lucky
crazy.
guy.
It's wild.
Speaking of lucky guys,
Speaking of lucky guys,
our predictions for the Barcelona race after being definitively out of the F1 loop for weeks on end
yes,
actually went pretty well.
yep. We both had top 5 predictions. They are not unique.
Nope.
We gave them. We didn't talk to each other about it. We just both had our top 5 predictions, and they happen to be exactly the same. I think this might be the first time this has ever happened.
I think so, yeah. Usually we'll at least have one different.
At least
but
one different.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was exactly the same.
So both of us have. Let's remind everybody the top 5 for Barcelona was Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Verstappen, and Piastri. We both predicted Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, and Leclerc.
Russell and Verstappen,
We both
fourth
got-
and second.
Yep. Neither of us predicted a surprise because we forgot about that, but that's
Yeah.
fine. Fastest lap went to Lewis Hamilton. What'd you say?
I
Ron?
had it. Lewis Hamilton.
I said Antonelli, and that was the only part of the predictions where we guessed different things. Driver of the day went to Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah.
and both of us guessed Lewis Hamilton. So
Crazy prediction on our part.
we
by the
honestly
way.
had a pretty good week, and both of us had exactly the same things.
It's also kind of crazy how we had Hamilton in third, but somehow we both knew that he would be driver of the day. And
yeah.
I had him for fastest lap, and I still had him third.
Yeah,
What was I thinking?
I don't know what you were thinking, but
Hmm.
anyway, it worked out for you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about next week and the IndyCar Grand Prix at Road America, my favorite track in the United States, as to like drive on.
I mean, it's got the coolest name too.
It is pretty
Road
cool.
America? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's better than Road Atlanta, that's for sure.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
America's destination, Atlanta.
It is for sure at least top 3 tracks in the U.S. in my opinion.
It's pretty cool.
The other 2 are in
I'd like to
California,
visit there one day.
Between that and Laguna Seca and Sonoma is a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Got to get to Sonoma done in that Corvette.
Surely it will happen.
Surely will happen, yes. Road America predictions, pole position, what did you say?
I'm going to say Will Power. He might have a little bit of sauce.
Okay. I'm going to say Padua Ward. Because I'm an Ward fanboy and I'm never going to give up on that dream. Podium, what did you say, Ben?
I'm going to say Palou, Kirkwood, and I'm going to say that Power makes the podium.
Okay. I can't believe I've done this again almost. Podium, I said Palou, Kirkwood, and Ferrucci. I only said Ferrucci because last season in the beer chugging, he gets the...
He's about due for that one time a season where he becomes not
really
everybody's
good.
most hated driver.
Yeah. The one time he decides to not crash into Grosjean.
It's true.
Yeah. Grosjean, Grosjean's another one where
here we go.
He's been not great this year, but he hasn't crashed.
Which is weird for him.
I know. Is he improving? Is he getting better?
I think his results were better when he was crashing.
Yeah, when he was in Andretti.
Yeah, that's also fair. But even his first season, he crashed, but he also did much. Yeah, Dale Coyne.
Yeah.
And he also did much better. So maybe he can be either consistent and not crash, but not very fast, or he can be really fast and crash a lot, but also get decent points.
Yeah. I'm happy for him though. I think it's cool that he got back. I don't know how long he's gonna be here, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Winning number of pit stops, what'd you say?
Lucky number 3.
I said 2. All right, Austrian Grand Prix, Formula 1. We're going to the Red Bull Ring once again. Give me your top 5, Ben.
I'm going to say Antonelli, Hamilton, Russell, Verstappen, and Leclerc as my top 5. And I'll have Hülkenberg as my surprise, little bit of a home race, kind of. Close. As close as you can get on this calendar.
Right. Oh, they are talking about bringing the German Grand Prix back.
That's the same track?
It would either be Hockenheim or Nürburgring. I don't know which one.
I hope it's Hockenheim.
Yeah.
Do we like that better than Nürburgring?
I personally really like the Nürburgring GP circuit.
I guess I haven't seen the Nürburgring GP circuit in a long time.
Yeah, Hockenheim is more historic, I think.
Yeah.
And so, but I think in terms of racing, I think Nürburgring GP suits F1 better, but it's hard to know. My top 5 are Leclerc, Hamilton, Antonelli, Verstappen, and Russell, with Colapinto as my surprise.
Nice.
Yes. Fastest lap, what'd you say?
Antonelli.
I said Hamilton. Driver of the day.
It could be Hamilton again.
I said Verstappen. Man, I have Leclerc winning, Hamilton fastest lap, and Verstappen driver of the day. I don't
Covering
know
your bets.
What I'm doing, yeah, I'm going wide.
Covering off, yeah.
On this one. I've been diversifying my portfolio the last couple of weeks, and so I think that mindset might be spreading a little bit. Yeah.
I have some project car updates.
Let's talk
I have
about
a project car update. The steering column is still disassembled because I have not gotten around to making the part that I need in CAD yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, along with my wife's kid cousin, which I guess I don't really know how first, second removed cousins and stuff like that works. He's 8.
I've looked it up 3 times and I still don't understand it. So
I don't know. He's 8. I could be his uncle, I guess.
There you go.
He and I worked together. This is the first time he had turned a socket. And he helped me repair the tailpipe hanger on the driver's side so it no longer rattles around.
Sweet.
So that was actually really great.
Proud uncle moment.
I know. He's using a wrench. He wore his parents sent him to our house to have a sleepover, him and his sister. And they sent him over because it's World Cup, so he's wearing his Messi jersey. And then he's also wearing white cargo shorts. And I was like, I didn't think about it until he stood up after he finished doing the work. And I was like, You were rolling around on the ground, weren't you?
Yep.
Oops.
And in a jersey. Oh, Ben. Oh.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
I didn't get any grease on it. It's just pavement dirt.
Yeah, luckily you were not working on
the wrong end of the car to get oil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's next time.
Yep.
And I have a little bit of car matchmaker question for you.
Okay, let's do it.
So, it's been a while since we've had a car matchmaker. And this one actually have some decent. I've already kind of been sending him recommendations and getting a vibe for it, but I want to see where you go with this.
Okay.
So his name is Sebastian, if that helps at all. He's about my age, a little younger. He has a 2005 Camry right now, but it's getting on in years, and he knows that one day it will die, and that day is probably coming sooner rather than later.
No, yeah, probably.
His
20 miles on it. Do you know?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
It's a 2005 Camry.
Fair.
Yeah.
Probably pushing 300 at least.
It's got to be. His girlfriend already has a 95 F-150, so they don't need a truck.
Okay.
That thing will last forever, and it's super cheap to fix.
I am very interested in this next part.
Yeah, he wants a manual.
It's not that part. It's the next part.
Yeah. Because he wants to be. He's not a car guy, but he's enthusiastic. He's an engineer.
Right.
And he likes the involvement. And he appreciates it. Yeah. He wants to know what it's like. He wants to have that involvement, and he wants to have that like element of fun, even if it's just his daily driver. But he wants back seats or like big enough back seats just to have room for like cat carriers and stuff like that, because they travel around the state a whole bunch.
Okay.
In a car. Around $20,000 is kind of where I get the sense that he's at. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want a GTI. This is the first thing I told him is, just get a Golf GTI. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want one because we have a coworker and she has a red Mark 6 GTI coupe.
Okay.
It's okay if the replacement is older than 2005, but it's a daily driver, so it still needs to be daily drivable, reasonably comfortable for road trips, AC, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I want to hear what you have first, because I've already sent him a couple cars and gotten his temperature on it.
How much does he care about reliability, being a Toyota owner?
He's not particularly handy with a car, but
it wouldn't matter with where my mind's going.
He's okay with having greater than average service intervals as long as it can get him to and from work and he can predict the service intervals, I think.
Okay, and he'll be very on top of maintenance.
Oh god, don't say an RX-8.
No.
Where are we going with this?
No, I was going probably like early 2010s BMW 2 Series.
BMW 2? Okay. That's actually, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
The hard part with that, they're hard to find in a manual for around $20,000. Right? Or unless I'm crazy for this.
I don't know. I had a coworker that had a 2 Series manual, and I think he got it for like 17. It was older. It was like probably mid 2000s. But that was a few years ago. So.
Well, the 2 Series didn't come out until like 2013. I think.
He must have had a 1 Series then.
The 1 Series, yeah. Which the 1 Series are getting hard to find, actually.
That's like around 20.
That is around 20, actually. The M235i, not a manual, though. Most of the M235i's are automatic.
Yeah.
Which is the hard part to find.
If you could find a manual for around 20, in that 70 to 90,000 range.
Also, keep in mind, we're looking at a 2020 BMW M235i Grand Coupe.
Yeah.
I believe this is a front-wheel drive car.
Gross.
Yes. I'm fairly certain.
I kind of just assumed it would be rear-wheel drive.
Powertrain. Yeah. This one's all-wheel drive, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the M235i Grand Coupe.
Does he want rear-wheel drive, or does he care?
I guess it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that, there is a distinction between the Grand Coupes.
Yeah.
And the not. Because the Grand Coupe, I think, is actually, it might be based on the X2, which is a front-wheel drive-based crossover. But you do have me thinking about the 1 Series.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about that. And the 1 Series was really cool.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Yeah. No, it was a 1 Series. It was a 1 Series.
A 135i. 100%. That's great, actually. Okay, yeah.
It's totally an engineer's car, too. 100%.
I like that. Yeah, that's kind of out there, not super common.
Definitely cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to remember that. That's really cool.
What was your thought?
My thought was it's pretty boring. He was actually looking all of his own volition at the Ford Focus ST.
Okay.
Reliability, kind of a question mark with that generation of 2-liter EcoBoosts.
Yeah.
It's a Ford Focus hatchback, so like the interior not particularly nice. I think in terms of interior quality, it's actually a step down from a 2005 Camry.
Yeah. Probably.
It has a hatchback, so it's got room, and it makes 250 horsepower, which is pretty cool. I think a lot of the ones now that you'd be able to find would be pretty shot too. That's what he was thinking. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think they're really cool cars.
Yeah.
But I was originally going like 2018, like last gen Civic Si.
I was
You
also
can get
Civic
those for
Si
about
was
$20,000.
where I was thinking too.
And that's kind of the perfect, like, I need a fun car that can also be a daily driver.
Again,
It's
we
only
talked
200
about this, how me selling my 2017 Civic Si is probably the worst decision
It always
I've ever made
circles
in my
back,
life.
yeah.
In my life, yeah.
They're not the fastest. They only like 200 horsepower
Oh, it's
compared to
fun.
like the
It's-
Focus ST with 250 or the M130 or the 135i.
He's
which
coming
makes
from a
250.
2005 Camry.
Exactly.
A late 2010s Si would be fun for him. Yes.
Yeah, and they have one of the best manual transmissions on the market.
Oh yeah. Very good.
Great gas mileage, plenty of space, even though they're just the sedans or the coupes.
If I didn't have life experience, a Mazda Speed 3.
Ugh, yeah. I would have thought about
can't-
that too if I didn't already know
Yeah.
you and your experience with them. That's kind of the same boat, if not worse, as the Ford Focus ST, honestly.
The interior wasn't horrible.
The
Well,
interior
mine
was old
was.
Ford Focus, though.
Mine was. That's yeah.
And-
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. My wild card for him, though, was a Porsche 944. You can get a really nicely restored Porsche 944. Reliability, question mark. Practicality, question mark. But
Question mark is generous. Have you seen the aftermarket prices of parts for those?
if you get like a really nicely restored one for 15,000, 20,000, because they're like 10,000 unrestored in still good driving condition.
Yeah.
For $20,000, that's a really nice Porsche 944. Like that has the air conditioning. It's got a hatchback,
4-speed manual.
4-speed or 5-speed manual, depending on what the previous owner did with it, or the shop.
Got the rear transaxle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16 valve 4-cylinder. It drives like a Porsche.
No, it does. It's front engine.
It drives like a front engine Porsche. Okay.
Okay.
Fine, let's be specific here. It's still one of the best driving front engine cars you can buy because it's
Probably.
still Porsche.
Yeah.
Relatively, like, it's good on fuel economy. Relatively reliable.
Yeah. I mean,
Plus, they're
as far
really
as
cool.
Porsches go, that one was actually pretty bulletproof. Yeah.
They're really cool. They have like that flair of like.
Oh, dude, you don't have to convince me about how cool a 944 is.
But
We're
for
just
this guy,
recommending
yeah.
a car for a guy that's not a car guy. He may be somewhat a car guy, but he's not like a full-fledged
Yeah.
car guy.
And actually,
I almost bought a 944, mind you.
I remember that. Yeah.
So you don't have to convince me. I'm just saying, for this guy coming from a 2005 Camry, picking up a 1984 Porsche 944 may not be financially the best decision for him.
Okay, that's fair. But the Boxsters don't have rear seats. I thought
No,
I wanted
true.
to go Boxster, but they don't have rear seats.
Yeah.
I actually want to show you really quick the 944 that got me thinking about this. Here it is, a 1987.
Oh, it is a 5-speed.
5-speed.
It was a 4-speed.
Look at that. It's got the white wheels with like that
Oh,
German
German.
flag.
Oh, that's so clean, dude.
It's so clean. Look at that. Look at the interior.
There's no way the interior looks like that with 200,000 miles on the odometer. Are you kidding me? Dude. How much?
This guy did Porsche rallies.
How
9700. Original sound system.
That's not going to be on
Upgraded
the market
to the
in a couple
Kone
days, I'm just
suspension.
telling you right now. I will buy that car.
It's
Don't tempt me.
It's incredible. It's the twin cam too. He has a stack of service records, he says.
Well, yeah, if the interior looks like that, I don't
Yeah.
doubt it.
The oxblood
I
leather
don't-
interior
he
is
must have
indeed in a
redone
very
it.
good shape.
He has to have redone it.
He
'cause
has to have.
With 200,000 miles, there's no way the leather looks that untouched. and not wrinkled or
Maybe, yeah.
sun bleached at all. Like,
I don't know. It's crazy. It's beautiful though, and yeah, look at that. The stance is perfect. The glass is incredible. The wheels.
Dude, the rims.
Oh, it's still got like there's no nicks in the decals or anything. Look how clean the engine bay is.
This can't be a real car.
Look at that. Look at the leather around. This has to have gone through a full restoration at some point.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody looking for it's so cool. If you're somebody looking for like a cool car that already has the work done to it, and you can find like a well restored Porsche 944. I don't know. This between a Civic Si.
If you weren't recommending it to your friend
As a daily driver,
yes.
It's so cool.
I don't know. BMW 1 Series is
The 1 Series is actually a great recommendation, and I am actually tonight probably going to look around for them because now I'm just curious too.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading reviews about the Porsche M135i when that came out and how groundbreaking that was.
The what?
The BMW M135i.
I was so confused.
And I remember, I think it was Motor Trends at the time. Big car magazine guy. I had car magazine subscriptions from a very young age all the way up until just before college.
Nice.
Motor Trend actually preferred the M135i to the M3 in terms of like on-road driving in their comparison test. Because they were doing like a whole thing. It's like, well, is the M135i like an M1?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably a lot lighter.
A lot lighter. Not as much power,
No.
obviously, but yeah, way lighter.
It's got the slow car fast thing going for it, though.
And they're not slow cars either, and they still have the M differential, which is, especially back then, that was the secret sauce.
How much horsepower? Probably 230?
For the M135i?
Oh, for the M135? 260?
Or the 135...
300? Wow.
I M Sport.
Oh, that's older models.
Okay, it's the 135i M Sport. I believe. Or
Yeah, it's like 300 horsepower. Yeah, that's not a slow car.
Yeah, not at all.
That's
the
wild.
the BMW 135i M. Yeah.
Dang.
From 2008 to 2013. Yeah, still the 3-liter inline 6, the N54. Yeah, 300 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque. The M differential, which, yeah, back then, that was the secret sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Upgraded brakes. Those are so cool. That was kind of one of the first BMWs that I actually kind of fell in love with in terms of like what it looked like and the size and all that.
That's a good one.
As a young kid.
Yeah.
So cool. But okay, yeah, that's very cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, let's move on to car spots of the week. We did see a couple cars. Ben, tell me what you saw.
There's recently been a R32 GTR rolling around in like this weird like blue purple color shift paint.
I think this is the one that I saw probably 4 episodes ago.
It might be.
Because your house is in the same area as where I saw that.
Well, this is at
one.
work. This is in Corvallis.
Oh, at Corvallis. Okay, maybe not then.
Maybe he commutes like me.
Maybe. I saw it at the AutoZone down the road. So
maybe this AutoZone has the best deal.
Maybe.
I don't know. It might be the same one.
I've just been seeing a lot of GTRs recently, which I
what
don't
are
know
the
why.
odds that there's 2 color shift paint color R32 GTRs?
Well, I don't know for sure if this one was color shift. It was like a dark purple though. So, but I really only saw it briefly, not from a bunch of different angles too. So
interesting.
Regardless, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not a huge R32 guy, but it's still kind of cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I saw a 1957 C1 Corvette. I almost said Mustang, and that would have been painful.
That would have been funny. Or the 57.
1957
The 57s
Mustang.
are those still have like the two headlamps in the front, right?
No, it's before that. It's the one.
Oh yeah,
one
it's 59
headlamp.
where they went to the
Mhm.
two.
Yeah. So
Right.
I saw like the OG.
Wow, OG, back before they're even really supposed to be a sports car.
No, it was still back then like a luxury
It was still a
sedan
cruiser,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You could only get it with the inline six or something like that.
Yeah. Still had like 300 horsepower, I think.
Inline six back then? No, mate, that's like 150 horsepower.
Hold on. No, I gotta look this up. I thought I saw 300 somewhere. C1 Corvette horsepower. Maybe I'm wrong. First generation was between 150 and 360. So it was probably later in the 60s then when they started bumping it up.
That's a
57 was 230.
230 from an inline six.
230 to 270, yeah. No, it was a 283 V8.
Okay, that makes more sense. And that was probably back when they were measuring gross instead of net, huh?
Probably. Yeah, so 1953 to 1955 was the 150 horsepower inline six.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. So
and then
it's
after the years
55.
after that,
Gotcha.
fuel injected models made 250 to 315 horsepower, and the carbureted versions was 230 to 270. Back when cars were still carbureted.
Yeah, imagine having a carbureted car.
No, I don't want to imagine that. Honestly, fuel injection in 1957.
They didn't have fuel
That's
injection.
well,
Did they?
it's saying Rochester mechanical fuel injection.
You're reading the AI overview, though. Hold on.
This is true. It's very, very true.
Fuel injection. The... Huh, no shit. The Corvette forums. Fuel injection was first offered in Corvettes in 1957.
Yeah. Electronic fuel
That's
injection
crazy.
was adapted for production cars in the late 1950s.
That's early. That's way
I-
earlier than I thought.
I
it
was thinking late 60s at the earliest.
Can you imagine having to deal with fuel injection on a car from 1957? How esoteric that must be.
That'd be horrible.
Miserable. Because I do remember they had it before 1981. Because in 1981
Yeah.
they added it back to
Mhm.
my generation of car,
Yeah.
so that they could pass emission standards,
Well, that
which
was-
is funny.
That was the thing. That's what killed the carbureted cars was all the emission stuff.
Yeah,
right?
that's what's funny about it is they went back to carburation to meet emission standards in California
Yeah.
because they could mechanically control the vacuum advance
Mm-hmm.
system. I need to put a regular carburetor on the car before the computer-controlled carburation unit dies.
Yeah.
An ECU from 1981 just stops working. You can't fix that. And it doesn't have the capability to tell you that it's not working. It just stops
is
working
older
one
than
day.
the Apple One. That's
Yeah.
insane, Ben.
Essentially, there's a bunch of like little monkeys inside, like
Plugging things
connecting
into
wires,
different- yeah.
little vacuum tubes.
All right. Well, that will round up our episode. It's been a chaotic, crazy one.
It was fun though,
this week,
and the
but it
air
was good.
conditioning really helped.
We've got air conditioning to make it comfortable. This is the first time we've been drinking alcoholic beverages while recording.
Alcoholic, Coors Light. Also, the mountains do turn blue and they're cold on the can still.
Oh yeah,
We were wondering about that earlier.
sweet. So we're hopefully back. We'll
I
get
had
back
fun.
into the swing
Yeah.
of things. Maybe back on schedule, but regardless, thank you all so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like or rating on the platform you listened on. Subscribe or follow if you want to see more. Hit us up on any socials and comments or DMs, and we may feature your question on the next show. If you have any questions, you can follow Ben on Instagram at BenjiMeetsWorld and myself at 2n_squared. You can follow the RevHang page on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at RevHang Media. We'll be back at some point.
Sometime.
I think it's at least 2 weeks, right? Yeah, there's a break
Yeah.
in between. So probably 2-ish weeks to talk about the Austrian Grand Prix, IndyCar races that may or may not take place. Will probably take place. I don't know why I said that. And anything else we can think of. The chaos will not stop, though.
Yes,
We're at
indeed.
that point in our lives now.
We can't afford to not have chaos.
That's right.
Or else
yeah.
our bones get sore.
I remember when we started this when I was 21 and bored.
Or being bored.
I remember being bored. Oh, those were the days.
That was fun.
Regardless,
Maybe you can be bored while you watch this episode and enjoy a little bit of what we miss.
that's right. Until next time, I've been Nathan.
And I've been.
Thanks for hanging out.
Bye bye.